Hi everybody, 860 Cologne here with another video. This time is going to be an unboxing and first impressions for another Zara fragrance. This one is Tone Indéterminée. Now this is an eau de toilette concentration from 2016, and I'm going to give you the notes as I open it up. This one actually has the European pricing, which looks like €9.95 here. So, from Parfumo.net, we have top notes of grapefruit and cinnamon bark, and then heart notes of neroli, tobacco leaf, and base notes of rum, cedar, and ambrette. This is my first time trying this. I bought this one blind at a Zara recently, and that's what the notes in the back say as well. So we have, you've seen some of those note breakdowns back there. Bottle is similar to some of their other ones in this fashion, like the Aquatic Mind. All right, let's give it a spray. Does anybody else have OCD when it comes to spraying? The sprayer has to face the same way as the bottle. I don't know. I can't be the only one that does that, but I have to have it that way. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. That is actually kind of striking in a nice way. Wow. Cinnamon bark. So what I'm getting off the top, I think, is the cinnamon bark, the tobacco leaf, and the rum, with probably some cedar in there as well. It's woody, it's almost praline-like, which is what Aquatic Mind is supposed to have, but however, this is kind of like, I think, sugar-coated, roasted pralines or pecans. There's some kind of sweet nuttiness in there mixed in with the wood. I think it's just the rum, the sweetness from the rum with the cinnamon bark and the tobacco leaf. As it dries down a little bit, the sweetness is going away. It's actually very nice. Now this one has done much better ratings-wise. On Parfumo.net, it's getting an 8.7 out of 10. That's from 15 votes. And on Fragrantica, we're talking 4.38 out of 5 from 34 votes. So that's pretty high up there. Both sites say that the longevity is above average. The sillage tends to be on the moderate or average side from both sites as well. Now, this fragrance is listed as gourmand sweet, and one of the things that I like about Parfumo.net is they have pie charts that kind of get into more of what people are thinking. For example, for the occasions, for 14 votes, 36% say this would be great for a night out. 36% also say it would be great for an evening, 21% for leisure, only 7% for business. I can see that this could be a little bit much in a business situation, just from my initial impression. Seasons on Parfumo, 42% say fall, 33% say winter, and 25% say spring. Nobody says summer yet. Now, from the few minutes that I've had this on, I could kind of see this being a unisex fragrance, or at least some women I think could get away with wearing this. However, on Parfumo.net for audience votes, 55% say this is for men, 9% for women, 18% for old, it's kind of split, and 18% for young. They also have a listing for type, and that'll be explained more when I show what these types are. 20% say sweet, 20% also say gourmand, 15% say creamy, I can get that as well, 15% say spicy, I can agree with that, 10% say powdery, I don't quite get powdery out of this one, 10% say smoky, There's only 20 votes here, so some of these may be a little bit off, but that's another thing that I like about Parfumo.net. Gives you more of an idea of what the fragrance is about from these votes. And sometimes on Fragrantica, I find a reference in one of the reviews that really hits it with me. This person says that it smells like sweetened iced coffee. And that's really what I'm getting here. There's not really coffee note in here, but imagine more ingredients being mixed into the iced coffee with some cream in there. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. It does remind me a little bit of some sort of candy-coated nut, but I can't quite, I think it may be pralines, but I'm getting that gourmand feeling as well. Similarities for this one, sadly there's nothing on Fragrantica or Parfumo right now that they say it smells like this. For me, it's going to be a distant cousin of Valentino Uomo. There's a little bit of that same nuttiness in there. However, I think side by side, Valentino Uomo is definitely more refined and a better fragrance. However, this one is not far behind. It's actually quite nice, and for the price, I don't think you can go wrong. If you can find this, this is a really nice fragrance. My only problem is that I think I may have put too much on because I've got to go to rehearsal now, and the soprano is allergic to fragrance, so I may have to wash off and see how this one wears another day. So those are my first impressions for Ton Indéterminée. I don't know any other way to pronounce that word other than in the French. But let me know if you've tried this and how you like it, or any other Zara fragrances you want me to try, or that you've tried and you like a lot. If you can, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.